I was selling drugs in 2009, and I lost my children. Their dads got full custody of them because I was drugging really hard and selling drugs. I was making drug trips to Washington. I was cooking meth. I was in several situations where I probably shouldn't even be alive. I grew up in a little town called Knoxon. It is in Sanders County outside of Plains, and my mom was a believer. I remember going to church with my mom, and I just know that God has been pursuing me ever since I was a little girl. I don't know where everything started to go really bad, except things just started to go bad. Went into high school, started drinking when I was 13, lost my virginity when I was 13 and became promiscuous. I remember one point I was sitting on a hillside scoping out another drug dealer's house, ready to go bust in the doors and take them down and take all their drugs and all their money. Like, it was crazy. It was insane. Like, I was ready to steal a gallon or like a big huge barrel of anhydrous, which is used to make methamphetamine, and bring it back to Kalispell and sell it. I was ready to go to Mexico and get kilos of methamphetamine and bring them back to the valley. Like, I was sick. And when I got arrested, I was in Walmart on a Sunday morning, Valentine's Day, 2010. It was a day that saved my life, because I probably wouldn't have made it much longer. My mom was really sick when I got locked up, and these are just a couple of letters that I just found that I had written to myself when I was in jail. Today is 79 days in jail, and I think it's finally sinking in my skull that drugs and a drug life are getting me nowhere. I feel alone, so alone, yet I know there is God, Jesus, but it's still so lonely. Today I grabbed a ton of spiritual books. I'm going to read more and apply myself more to the things I read. I want a relationship with God. I want my desires and urges to use drugs to go away and never come back. I want to be a living testimony that I don't have to do meth again. I want to believe in myself and know that I'm worthy of living a good, healthy life. I pray all these things to you, God. My girls, I miss so much. I pray to God to keep them strong and heal their hearts for the damage I have caused. I pray they have strong genes and don't fall in the path where their mom has traveled. I love you so much, girls. I dream of holding you in my arms, hugging and kissing you. We'll be together again, I promise. Like, this is like the darkest moment for me, is losing my kids and putting my family through hell. My mom passed away when I was in prison, and I had to say goodbyes to her over the phone. There's just so much hurt in these letters, and I just found them, and there's more, and there's so much more. And when I was in jail, God met me. He met me, and he has continued meeting me. And a verse that I always had to tell myself was, "Create in me a clean heart, O Lord, and renew a steadfast spirit in me," because I was so angry. I was so mad, and I couldn't take a look at myself. It was everybody else's fault. Everything that happened to me was everybody else's fault, and I was just an angry person. I'm learning through the things of like Living Waters and my Connect groups, and plugging in and holding myself accountable, and when I do mess up, to confess and to speak things out to people that truly love me. This is where my healing is, and my healing is every single day. This is not an easy thing for me, and I sit in the back row of the church now. I used to sit in the front because someone said, sit in the front if you want more of Jesus. And so I crawled myself to the front. But now I sit in the back row because I'm looking for the next broken person that's coming into our church. I'm looking for someone that's crying, and I want to meet the new person. I know lots of people in my church, and they're my friends and they're my family. But I'm looking for that lonely person that was me when I walked into that church in 2015, broken, and I was picked up by Mary Larson and Renee. They didn't even know me, and I was crying my eyeballs out, and they came and lifted me up, and they've showed me what a good friend is. God's grace for me has been it's been a gentle grace, and He continues to love me as I am. I know that I'm a daughter of the great kingdom. I know that He's just pursuing after me, and it's been wonderful to watch, because there's just no judgment. Like, He just keeps calling me, He keeps pursuing after me.